Anyway, guys, welcome to Full Access. My name is Reginald Amar, and I'm here with none other than I want to say Echo, but I don't want to say Echo because like this is the man himself, like one of the earlier pioneers of Sprites Ball. If you you actually love sports, you actually love Sprites basketball, you actually love basketball in Ghana. This is actually one of the guys who actually one of the torchbearers actually. He did at my time we didn't start Sprites Ball. He did like they were the ones who made it look cool. And today, like we're here to actually have a conversation to understand Clock, his journey, where he is now, what's next, and get into like Clock, get into the hour hand, the second hand, and all of that. But then Clock, you're welcome.
Thanks, my G. Thanks.
I mean, like even before we started rolling, we're having like conversations like behind your appreciation for basketball, sports, and in general. I think you being here or me seeing you and me following bits and pieces of your journey, I can confidently say that you embody sports. You like,
Fully.
you just embody sport. It doesn't have to like, it's irrespective of whatever discipline it is. You just embody sports.
Yeah.
You just like to keep your body active doing certain sports.
I just want to play.
Me, I don't even know, but I sure say sometimes if you did swim.
Oh yeah. I cannot be Olympic swimmer, but if
But
I
you did swim.
I did try.
For people who don't really know who Clock is, right? I'd like to ask you two questions. Who is Echo, first off, and who is Clock?
Okay, so that's a tricky question. Echo is Echo is basically a passionate young boy, who wants to live, wants to play, wants to dream big, right? And then Clock is the guy that came out of all the hustle that Echo had to go through, with fitting in and trying to be expressive, trying to be part of society and all that. So, the hustle that I had to go through, Echo had to go through is what brought up Clock. Right. So basically and Clock is actually making it look like some cool, dude, some branded guy and all that. So those are two different guys.
So it's more or less like Echo lived or Echo walked so Clock could fly.
Basically. That sounds amazing.
So more or less like, right now to Clock, Echo be more or less like the introverted one and then Clock be the one where be out there, the cool guy.
See, that's funny to say, but those who know me, call me either Paco or PK. That's Echo, right? And then from the outside, the Clock is like, everybody knows Clock. Clock, what's up and all that. So Clock claim your name. But for house, if you know me, you be Paco to call me. So Paco, Echo be the inside guy. Clock be when I get out.
It's almost the same. Like if I deal with people and then they say Reggie, I know that it be my house people or it be those who are close to me. But the moment they mention Reginald, I know that you just know me on the level of work, and that is it.
Yes.
I mean, like that's really, really interesting. Speaking to you before we started rolling, we talked about Sprite, we talked about Yao Sechi and all of that. When you actually like wake up every morning, look at yourself in the mirror, right? What do you see? Do you see beyond the accolades? Do you see beyond the journey? Like where you've come from, being a core, the North Cape boy, going to DEs, and all of that, going to St. John's Grammar and all of that, going to KSTS, switching to KSTS and all of that. Do you see beyond that? Or you still see that guy?
So you see, the kind of life that I will have to live to be the kind of person I want to be means that I have to fully, 100% embody the whole journey that I've decided to be on. It is, yes, of course, I mentioned earlier, just trying to fit in that made me accept this lifestyle, accept this inspirational lifestyle, let me put it this way.
Right.
So when, I wake up in the morning, look in the mirror and another day, another dollar, let's go. It's like, I decided to do this, right? And it wasn't easy to get to this point that I am right now, but there's no way I'm going back, right? So it's a go thing. I'm not living a two-way life where it's like, okay, on the Echo side, I am this. On the Clock side, I am this. I am who I am at the moment, and it's like I'm just moving forward, doing what I have to do. Everything I'm doing now is what I've chosen to do. All the clockwork, all the basketball, I've chosen tennis now, everything is something I've chosen to do. So it's a go-go for me, right? It's a one direction thing for me. I'm not doing part-time here, part-time there. No.
So as well as like all in.
All in or nothing.
That's 2016 Cavs versus Golden State. That was Cavs this day. The slogan, all in. But then we still managed to beat you guys. But anyways, growing up in North K, right? Before this, I'm going to make references to we having a conversation before we started rolling. I made mention to you that you have a documentary, and it was that documentary that actually made me realize that, sorry, I was a shitty person in basic school, right? How was it like? Because as kids, we don't know a lot of things. Going back to your childhood, early days, how is it like, or how does it feel, or how, like, what were some of the things that like you had to actually like pull references from, feel, see, hear, like being like person with limb effect? How was like growing up like?
Basically it was tough. So you see, and I can't say I don't blame society, but at the same time, I don't blame society. It's a thing with kids, and like you said, we all be kids with the teeth, right? So when we see something that doesn't look like what we've always seen, we want to figure out why it looks like that. And then if it looks funny or it looks different, we want to find a way to make it look different.
Right.
And that brings the words and the names and all that. I got a lot of names. If you watch the documentary, like you said, the first name I got was One Lege. And I know, right? So from One Lege, even before I knew the meaning for limp, I got the name Limpin.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and there was Crutches, a lot of names.
Charlie, that'd be savage. That's actually savage.
So it's that every time going to a different neighborhood and knowing that, having this anxiety that I know I'm going to get a new name. I did move from Nima, go North K, and not say, okay, these people, then okay guys, then DB.
So they will have a lot of terminology.
I got Limpim at Noki actually.
God.
So it wasn't easy. But you see, a thing comes with me trying to find a way around the name calling so that I can also play, right? Because I just wanted to play. I just wanted to get up in the morning, do my chores, get out of the house. If I have to jump the kitchen window, whatever, I just want to get out and go and play, get tired and come back home. So when I get out and we are playing, it's easier because that way we are focused on the game we are playing, either soccer, either alikoto, petenge, whatever. We are focused on it. As soon as that is done, I want to go home. Because once we are idle, then it becomes a conversation. Everybody starts talking, and then now the teasing for starts.
Okay.
Because we all tired.
Okay.
So then I'll go home. So I was to myself, at that point, growing up, every time I want to do on my own, but then if you play, I will go play. Till it gets to the point where if I don't step up or if I don't outdo the things that look like it's normal, I can't have the playtime that I want. Right? So then I needed to forget the name calling and focus on trying to just have the fun that I want to have. Because that's the only thing I want to do. Just have fun. There's no sin in just having fun. So yeah, if you call me the name, provided you allow me to play. So then the name calling came and I accepted it. It wasn't easy. Sometimes I want to remind them that my name is Paco, but they never stop.
I mean, like, it'd be very, very funny. It's very, very funny because I remember, like, if you're just my little nieces and the nephews in the house, they just wake up and nothing bothers them. Sometimes they don't even want to eat. They just want to play. Like, they won't play.
Yeah.
And it's so funny how, like, if you be kiddie, that's the only thing that's in your head. Like, nothing until you play to a certain extent and you feel like, they being succumb to me. Oh, I have to eat.
Yes.
All you just care about is you are playing.
That was the zone.
It's funny, like, you just wake up and be like, oh, I'm going to this friend of mine's house. We are going to play.
Yes. That was the zone.
In school, after, like, you are in school and you guys have planned that, like, after school, we go and play football somewhere. The thing that they teach self, your mind not be there. Your mind all be saying, make the class end, make you people go play.
Like, we sent the teams already.
Yeah, it's like being a kid and then like growing up. it's like what you're saying is very, very spot on. It's consistent. Everything that you are thinking about is you just having fun or you living your elements as a kid, which is just you being like you playing, right? And like what you just mentioned, the moment the playtime is over, because obviously if playtime be over, if I'm from this side and somebody from this side, we will go out together.
Yes.
But the moments we are all going home and then we are not playing, we are not consciously playing, then it means that conversations will have to start up, teasing would have to start up, and all of those things start up. This actually like brings me to my next question. Have you always felt like that you are different? Or if you go people that are missing side before, then they make you feel like you be different?
So there are two parts to this. There's the then and there's a now. Now I feel everybody else is different. But then, yes, I felt very different because I would want to hide till I get to the point I want to get to. So if there's a group of kids playing, and even if they are my friends, I want to find a way to appear in their midst. I don't want to walk and get there because then every other person is noticing my leg.
Right.
And everybody just watches me like that. that was very embarrassing. It was very hard to take. And but now I want you to notice me.
Like it's like you don't care, like whatever be the case.
It's not about not caring. It's about I need you to notice me.
Right.
Right. When I told my best friend this, that anytime, and I've done this before. There was a program. I was kind of late, flight delay and all that. So I get to the program and everybody's seated, right? So normally the door is behind. So when you turn, when somebody opens the door, everybody will turn. But when I opened it, I realized people turned and looked at the door, but I wasn't walking yet. So they turned and watched. I walked, found a seat and sat down, and I got out again. And I started another walk when somebody else came in, and then I were two. Now everybody was watching me. Only why I've gone up and I'm coming down again. So I came and I sat down. That was like a weird thing to do. But after the whole show, the whole conference, the lead called me, and he was like, "Why did I go out and then come back inside?" I was like, "Oh no, it's just something I do. I just want everybody to notice me limping coming inside, because." And probably it might be weird, but I feel I need you to know that I am here, right? I'm tired of hiding. I'm tired of doing I don't want to make you see my leg. I want to wear trousers. So now I'm a shorts guy. If I wear joggers, you see me, I pull them up. I won't make you notice my legs. Because I know they come take over, but you will notice me. You will know that whatever I came here for, I'm a part of those that are making it, work. So yeah, it's a two-part thing. Initially, I was somewhere, but now, nah, man.
It's more or less like, if you just change, it's like Messi having a good left feet. It's just there. You can't take it away from him. So it's like you just have to accept it. Exactly. And even if you don't notice it, okay, I will make you notice it. Yes. And this, my friend, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's actually a crazy mind state to be in. For you to actually work in a space and people actually not. That's very, very crazy. That's very, very crazy.
He laughed about it when I asked
him. That's very crazy because why would you work in a space no one notices you and then you decide to get up and walk back again so they notice? That's very, very crazy.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that before. That wasn't how it was before. Sometimes if you want to not even necessarily hide, but if you're even going to play with people, you'd want to be there before any other person comes. Yes. When did you start feeling somewhat? Because obviously as a human being, if you grow up, and sometimes adolescence actually makes you realize a lot of things. That is when your character is already formed, but that be when you realize a lot of things. Your body is changing, your voice is breaking and all of that's for the guys, but then for the women it's different. That's when you even start to feel shy of women and all of that. When did you start feeling inferior about your condition or your disability? I
will say about 6 years old, 7 years old.
That's very early.
Yes. I would say that because I think I started being very, very active quite early. So I started mingling with a lot of other kids very early. So by 6, 7 years old, yes. Class 2, class 3. I got the one-legged when I was 6 years old.
So at 6 years old, you don't know anything. All you just know is just go to school and then come back and do your homework.
So they made me notice that my limp is very, very different from every other kid's limp at the age of like 6, 7 years old. So at that period, it was like, okay, some way, but 2 years into it, like, nah, man. The teasing was like deliberate teasing. You but like, then they just want, if it's something will go make them happy, and they don't care about you being sad. They are just happy letting you know that you are having this thing that
like you're the one at the disadvantage.
Exactly.
It be you that's in the top.
Exactly. And every time they want to remind me. So if we are playing soccer and I was very good. I don't play soccer more lately, but I was a very good soccer player. And the only thing they want to remind me is that your leg no good, so I go wound you.
Oh shit.
So every time if there's a tackle and the person is coming to me with anger, he's just coming to slide and dismantle me. But well, one way or the other, I'll find my way around it and all that. But yeah, so 6, 7 years old, yes, I realized it, and it grew from there till KSDS. It stopped at KSDS.
After KSDS was when you actually like accepted the name and people actually. But even not to even go far off, I wanted to also ask you. You made a statement that if people they play ball and somebody they can't tackle you, so if they can't play ball, then they select. So if you did the opposing team, the person will tell you, okay, your leg no good, and they can't.
Yes.
Does that make you, because obviously you like to play, you just want to play, does that make you sort of guarded when playing?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes. Very, very guarded, because my mom will warn me that man get pro.
Yeah, that's fancy. That's fancy, by the way.
Man get pro. Because my mom, typical Araba, you go enjoy. He thought he said make you not go play for us.
I just said we know they won't make you go.
You bab. So you come back, you hurt. He go lash you.
Charlie.
So Charlie, me as I did there, I make steady. Everybody they come for my leg.
Bro, it's very funny because like you have a disability, you're already like you are living on the edge already, thinking of what people will say, certain comments, certain small laughters, and certain cues people will pass. And as you they play where everyone needs to feel free, that one too, you have to be on edge.
Yeah, if for Deji, and yeah, I got injured a couple of times. I had to hide it because if I thought about I do for that was inside, so I'll come, then I'll give us an excuse like at the kitchen staircase, maybe I fell down or something. But yeah, I mean, I wanted to play. If I tell mommy that I got injured playing soccer, that whole month, I'm not going anywhere.
I'm not going to go out.
Exactly. So I have to find a way to make it look like it's something else.
Only like you just have to stomach the pain.
Exactly.
But do you think she actually believed you when you tell her that, like, Charlie, kitchen staircase or it'd be something we...
I know she didn't, but my documentary actually gave me this full insight about how my mom felt about me. And I know there are lots of things I told her that she didn't believe, like how I got injured and all that, because I feel that my mom didn't feel my right leg was that strong too, so she was very scared.
Right.
I remember there was a time in school we went to play this inter-classes class 4. I played for the class 5 team because I was that good against the JSS team. And then it got to penalties. I kicked the last penalty. We won. I was carried to the house. And my mom was scared. My mom was coming to the gate like, what's happened? She got something to do with me. Yeah. But the school was right close to the house. And the field was opposite my house. Pele Park, slam down Pele Park. So my mom was scared, like that sort of thing. So she explained to the teacher explained to her, oh, no, nothing happened. He just kicked the last, penalty kick and we won. Everybody thought she'd bring him home and all that. And she explained to the teacher that she's always scared that this leg can just get broken. So they should take care of me in school and yada, yada, yada. So yeah, my mom was scared. That's why she's always not wanting me to go and do all those playing outside. But she needed to let me be independent, right? She wanted me to be independent too. So she allowed me. I remember I had a problem in JSS and my letter went to my mom in the UK. And it was very funny, very surprisingly, she wasn't all that about it. And in the documentary, she mentioned that she just wanted me to be a regular stubborn boy, you know, that does all these stubborn boys do. And so, yeah, she just wanted me to be independent. But I know she was scared in there somewhere. But she believed in me. She believed in me. She didn't believe the lies that I said about my injury and everything. She believed when I told her that I was feeling some way about. I remember I opened up to her. She said in the documentary, I opened up to her about how I felt with my friends. I kept it for a long time, but one day, I think in school it was crazy. So when I went home and she asked me, I felt somebody had told her something, and she asked me, and I couldn't say exactly what happened, but I was just crying, and I had to just tell her that this is what happened and everything, and she didn't want to cry.
For you to see.
So that's what she does. Sometimes I come back from school and the whole place is dark and she's sitting at some corner and I know she's crying. But me penteme ko dia goes when I can remove my school uniform, take my shoe, blah, blah, blah.
Bro, you just want to play. You don't even care about.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that.
I mean, it's very, very crazy. Like, you're already living on edge, and the person who brought you into this world is also living on edge for you. But then you being you're not even like this. You're on edge because of what people would say, but you're not on edge because you just want to play. And it's like everyone is worried for you, but you living in your body, you just want to be you and just experience life.
I just want to be a part of the whole thing, you know. But everybody else, like, we'll be proud. I think in JSS. And yeah, to correct that, I didn't go to St. John's Grammar. I went to St. John's Preparatory.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So that was JSS.
Right.
So I was very good at soccer. I could play the soccer team, and I was selected. You know, once I was selected to the school team. But I remember Mr. Azar called me to his office and told me that, hey, he sees me pushing. He sees me training with the team every day. He knows how my discipline is when it comes to sports and everything, but he's just scared. He doesn't want to take me to a tournament. At that time, the JSS me I go, the EBSS already. They play against Green Hill and Sons. So he told me that he promises me that he's going to talk to the school administration so they can bring a table tennis board. Because he sees me playing table tennis at the school dining hall table so that they can create a table tennis team so that I can be a part of table tennis. I don't know how I felt about it at that point, but I appreciated the fact that he called me to have that discussion with me. And well, I think in just a week, the table tennis board came. They dissolved one dormitory and made it a table tennis room, and that was because of me, and that was crazy amazing. So yeah, that was my table tennis journey. That's how my table tennis journey started. So it was table tennis the whole time. My latter part in school, I think because of the problem I had, I couldn't play the first tournament I had to go and play because I had to be dismissed from school. But yeah, that was
the one your mom got the letter from.
Exactly. So I couldn't play that tournament. I remember all those that I was schooling went to play the tournament. They couldn't win, but then yeah.
I mean, like in all this, like this is very interesting to see, and this is very interesting to even hear. Because as me that you they talk, I'm just imagining like all of these things way early in JHS. They're having these conversations with you, bro. In JHS 1, JHS 2, JHS 3. You're worried about some algebra or some linear inequalities or something.
Yeah.
Those things, and
yeah.
But for you to actually be included, for someone to actually call you, and for someone to call you JHS and talk to you, JHS, if teacher call you, they talk to you, you've done something.
You can collect flashes.
Yeah, that's the only time teacher will call you because like you've done something. But for him to actually have this conversation with you, it's a segue into my next question. I mean, like in JHS, like this particular person, like Mr. Azar, stood by you. Throughout your life, like growing up, North K, Asylum Down, Nima, and all of that, I know most definitely, even before your mommy travel and things like that, certain people who have actually like stood by you in all of this. There are certain people, sometimes you actually mentioned that you came back home from school one day, you couldn't take it anymore, and then you just broke down crying. Kids are some way. You would cry to your mom. You wouldn't like say a lot, but your mom would understand. Were there people around you at that time who conversations weren't that much, but then they understood and then they saw Paco?
So I said this to my big sister recently that it was a part of the whole journey that made it difficult for me was that I thought people didn't understand what I was trying to say when it comes to how I felt with society. every time I try to explain to my big sister, and when my mom left, yes, she left me with my big sister. So at the age of 21, 22, she was supposed to take care of this boy, very stubborn boy. So she was like my immediate, consultant when it comes to these things. And she also had a baggage going on and everything, school and all that. Her boyfriend then, Mr. Osei, amazing angel, he also had to make sure I was okay, because the trust that my mom had to be able to leave him in charge of me was huge. So yes, I had people who could listen, but for them to understand how I felt, I stopped talking because I felt nobody understood me. And I think that has built me to this person I am right now. I no go can't tell you my problem. I no get that I feel that's a waste of time. So even my family, my boys and girls in my circle, they find it tough to fish things out of me. But yeah, it's easier now because I know what I mean to them. But I couldn't say much, because if I say and say, guy, it will come back to the fact that I'm going away, you'll be fine, right? And I felt they didn't understand how exactly I felt. Because when I cried to my mom that day, I felt things changed a bit in the house. When I say I mean, for like 2 weeks straight, when I said I want to go and play, she allowed me to. I'm like, hey, this is Araba. she was a bit, yeah, because I realized that she realized that I just wanted to mingle, right? She just needed to be sure that I'm careful about what I'm doing and everything. So yeah, I didn't get a lot of people in the beginning. I didn't get a lot of people understanding, listening. Yes, when I talk, they will listen, but understanding me so they can make adjustments, or talk to higher people so they can, get some things changed in my circle. Even in school, it was tough for me to tell my teachers, because you see, the boys when they tease me, if I go tell this teacher, they go confront the boy. The teacher will go house. Me and this boy go see the same dormitory. I die.
People will go the same person.
I die. Last, they won't even talk to me the way they used to. Like, things will change.
They will even label you as snitch.
Exactly. And they will even change the whole thing. Like, it will even be worse. So, shall I just keep things to myself? And I mean, yeah, but now, for the past, 10, 12 years, it's been easier. I have a beautiful circle of friends who believe in me. It's been a good journey, and that's it's been amazing.
Do you sometimes feel like, because you made mention of understanding, do you sometimes feel like, Charlie, you people do over understand me too much? You be okay?
Not really, but I feel sometimes I don't know if it's over understand. Yes, they understand, but
or they are being overly sensitive.
Right. Like, I don't want you to start changing the way you talk to me because I'm saying, no, that's not the point. I just want you to know this is how I feel, right? So even at a point, I started reducing exhibiting how I feel to my circle, because I don't want them to have to change their ways of mingling with me or communicating with me because they feel if they say something, it will trigger something. No. Charlie, Mo could just live. Only that if it happens, I'll let you know. Because I also say something that could, trigger something that is going on in your life. Then you let me know. I just want us to be normal. It shouldn't be, okay, Mo could treat clock this way, or Mo could, no. That's not how I want it. So yeah, that's points. There were some oversensitivities, but we figured it out.
I mean, we're in 2025, right? The world is open, but this side of our world, being in Africa, Ghana, sensitivity not really there. Even in families, you're not really there. What does a child with disability deal with on a daily basis that people do not see?
Inferiority complex. One, you see, my disability or my challenge, my physical challenge, might not be as huge as everybody gets in your own level. There's level to this, right? But from where I stand, and I have some friends who also have some challenges and all that. when you say too much, they feel you are using your physical challenge as a weapon to get some advantages, right? So you need to know when to talk, when not to talk, when to show your feelings, when not to show your feelings. Now, this brings me to this. In high school, because I know, see, if I go talk, see my leg, they pain me, or I used to have this groin pain, right? And it was like annoying. If I go to my senior, see my groin, they pain me or something, then they no go make a weed. Okay, make you not make clock weed. Be like clock, they feel pain. But also, they no go make her play basketball, right?
Oh, shit. So it's like you have to, in order for you to get the time to even play, you need to weed with the play.
Show up.
Hey, Charlie.
So you see, my seniors love me because their job, I go do them. I go read. I go write book about reading. I the video. I go read. I go do the scrubbing. If you send me, I go go. Like I every senior liked Pemasem. But when it's time for me to play, I need you to allow me to play. And that was what I was doing to be able to not give you the perception that I'm in pain, so you should treat me in a different way.
Right.
When you give a mass, my friends call it communal labor, say we all they do at day parts. We they climb tree, I will climb, go cause the things. We'll do everything. So when it's time for me to play,
why do you have to sideline?
Exactly, you can't sideline me. So these are things that I decided to add to when I got to KSCS, of course. When I decided to accept the name, it wasn't easy accepting the name Clock after I realized what Clock actually meant. But after I accepted it, decided to move on, make it who I am, make it a part of me. These are things that I decided to add to it, right? So that I'm a regular boy. The boys in the weed are their parts, right? So every other thing I want to do that looks like it's extra curriculum that you feel I'm going to enjoy, but you no go talk say, you tell say go read, you no go read, you play basketball. I don't want that conversation. So as you say make I read. If I play basketball, I'll make a play. Right? So this physical challenge life thing be tricky, but it comes down to acceptance. And you were saying that how you feel, everybody has a different way. See, the physical challenge thing, it not be just your appearance. So sometimes you need to head inside. Sometimes you battle something for your head inside. You know, go feel explain and better safe. But day or day, at the end of the day, you be better sleep. Right? So how you have to calculate how you express yourself. Right. And that's what I went through. Calculate how I experiment through. Every group, if I go the volleyball fraternity, I'm a volleyball player. There's a way I mingle. If I go to the table tennis, they know me for table tennis. There's a way I mingle. Every group has a way they accept me because table tennis has to do more of the hand and like yes, the legs day more, but the hand is good. When it comes to basketball, they see me different. Tennis now sees me different, right? So you have to find a way, and yeah, it's tough, but if I do
like regardless, you just have to assimilate.
Exactly. Acceptance is very important.
I wanted to even ask, how do you feel? Like, do you think life would have been different for you without like disability?
Yes.
How?
100%. Now, that's a very tricky question because negatively and positively, life could have been different. It could be that if I didn't have my physical challenge, I could be more explosive, right? And I could do more because there are some challenges I have on the basketball court nobody knows about. I think in this world, it's only Kwame Akwesi who knows about this. Nobody knows about it.
Is your doctor friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That boy. Probably him. Maybe one other person. But
so Wolf doesn't even know?
No.
Okay.
Wolf doesn't know.
Okay.
And I've kept it to myself. And I even told Kwame because he's a doctor.
Oh, right.
He's a doctor and he's my best friend. And he actually emotionally understands me. So I felt very good telling him because after I told him, he wanted us to structure a way for me to get back on track with how I feel. So on the court, there are things I feel that I can't explain to everybody, but are for.
Yeah, you just need to stomach
for
it.
day my inside. So it's it be tough. It's tough.
We're having a conversation for like the past 30 minutes, and a couple of years ago, then I had to go through some things, and I was just asking myself like, why? Because sometimes, bro, like life is, you feel like life should be this way, but then life is some way, and even if life is some way, you're trying your best to stay straight within that realm, but still, life be some way, and you don't understand why it's some way to you. Not any other person, like to you. Have you ever like sat down to ask God why?
A lot of the time. I think even in KSTS, I had that breakdown probably 5 times or 6. If it left like between 10 to 14 inches, where like I forget from my leg, where then everything will be okay. Very, very small. I don't want that. Then what's the go on?
That'd be like long ruler.
Like, so, then what's the go on? Then like, why? Somebody call you away, you 10 way, then you not finish them.
Basically, these are your conversations we go.
Yeah, like what you explain to me, like make I understand. Cause you know every other thing be on point though. That small part. Just finish them, finish the job, then go do what?
Like you call or something.
Who call you?
Yeah, you reach clock in time, but it's only call out.
So then you see, I've broken down about it a lot of the time, but you see, everybody is put on earth for a purpose, right? And if you're not able to accept who you are, your purpose can't come to you. Then that way, you can't give back to the world what you've been assigned to this world to give back to. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay. So there may be in fact, if I they go pray, they ask what the leg, the inches no go Adam. So it'd be better
but
say.
You really believe in some miracles, or maybe one day you go bed to know. No. Some extensions.
You know the number of times I bet I think I say I go to know anything. I think I some pastor come some time ago. I don't want to mention them. I see some video they hold, put them on leg, they do things.
They really like make you go there.
I think I say Charlie, mommy go take me go that side. Oh, I beg again.
But you actually go there.
So my mom did a lot of prayers, a lot of doctors and all that. But I think where she stopped is when the doctors told her that if they put any metal to my leg, it's going to change because they see me being active. I always want to play soccer and everything. I think that stopped my mom. And some years back, my mom came to Ghana and I think we're standing on the balcony. She was just staring at my leg and like, yo, what's up? And then she asked me if I'm still strong with the right leg. I'm like, yeah, I'm still strong. I mean, I just came back from playing basketball. Like, yeah, I know, but are you okay? Like, yeah, I'm fine. She hadn't seen me for like, 13, 14 years. She went to the UK. So she told me there and then that she still hopes that I can, fix it. But that I had a deep conversation with her and I told her, yo, I am who I am now. Now they drive you for town. If you catch atomic, you clock it. If you catch Legon, clock it. Everywhere you catch, clock it. I know you said you vex. You sit in the car in the back and they drive you vex. See, why did they call complete like that? I know you're proud. I know you don't know how I did this. And I know you knew that I was going to grow to be a part of humanity and get old. But you didn't see it. You couldn't picture it, right? And I know you're worried. But this is me. This is me. I am Paco, I am Clock, and Clockwork brand is mine, right? So yeah, she was proud, but Araba tried. Araba tried.
When you look at life right now, right, and I mean, I haven't even said this, but my deepest condolences, bro. But do you see bits and pieces? I mean, like, for most of your life, she's lived away. But obviously, every single time, you guys are in constant conversation and all of that. Do you see bits and pieces of Auntie Arabella's, like, zeal, her wit, her perseverance, her empathy in you?
100%. 100%. Every single day. You know, I'm doing all the things I'm doing with the things I saw her do. All the clockwork, all the trying to be a businessman. everything I'm doing. And because we're still constantly talking, she was still mentoring me. She was still guiding me, making sure that I'm doing what I'm doing the way I'm doing it. If I did fall off, you go tell me point blank. If I'm on the right track, she would tell me point blank. And if I think about, sometimes it hits me that the kind of things I do, right? I realized that I was up about 11:30 p.m. to 12 a.m. sitting down watching my mom do it.
Okay.
So my workers in the studio will be working at 1 a.m. and all that. Like, clock, go sleep. If I'm not finished, I'm not going to go sleep. And that's what I saw my mom do. I go fix there, watch the TV, make sure the sauce to the TV there. Then times the GTV they finish.
Yeah, the thing go shh.
Yes. Yeah. And if you sit down to the TV go shh. Then she will tell me say make I go sleep. I tell her say nah, I know go sleep. She go fit chase me go the room. Then me I go just and come back. So yeah, I feel it. I feel it, and I feel she's still doing it. She's still holding my hand, telling me everything is fine. I can hear it in my head.
I mean, like, if she was here today, like, what exactly would you want her to know?
Ah, man, don't do that. That's a tough one. I talked to her this morning before I came. So everything that is happening, yes, I'm telling her I'm doing it. I'll tell her I'm not done. Oh, fuck, so sorry.
Nah, it's cool, have your moment.
Ah, boy.
Bro, like, if Auntie Araba was here, like, what exactly would you want her to know?
Like I said, I'll tell her that I'm not done. She will tell me that I'm on the right track. She always says that. But I'll tell her I'm not done. I'm not done making her happy. I've not been able to express this. Mom was buried just last Friday. And I couldn't go for the funeral.
Why?
You keep people in them as stupid things. Charlie.
So sorry, right?
I couldn't go for the funeral. But you see, like I said, I did hear in voice in my head inside every time, and she keeps saying it's okay. Right? So I have this creed. Before I go launch the creed, I recite to him. And she was like, "Oh, the funeral." She was in love with it. She thought, she gave me ideas on how I could use the creed, make sure my players that I train embody the creed, recite it. Her favorite part of the creed was, "But if I ever miss, may I be known for the shots I took." That's actually everybody's favorite. It wasn't surprised seeing that it was her favorite. But she said that I should never stop singing it every morning. So I have made sure that I don't stop. And every time I recite it, I make sure I give her reference. Because now she's my saint. She's Saint Catherine now. So, but yeah, if she were around, I'll have a lot to tell her. And I know there's a lot coming, Charlie. Plenty things there before do. So I'm not stopping. I'm not done making her proud. I'm not done she wanted to change her name from Araba to Clock's mother.
Clock, wow.
Oh man. So yeah, I hope she is resting well. I hope so.
That was heavy, man. Fuck. Looking at your life, bro, like you've done a lot. Regardless of the sporting discipline, like you're heavily like involved in all of that. I even want to ask you what basketball means to you, despite the fact that like you play literally every sport. Despite the fact that you literally play every sport, right? But God, fuck. You've played basketball, you've played tennis, you've done everything. Maybe just let boxing play where you can box or something. But in all this, your brand, you traveling back and forth, you actually being an advocate for people with disability and then being active in sports. In all this, what are you most proud of?
I hope it's not vague, but I play a UDSS Snipers in Kumasi, and they always want to tease me with this. But I've said this before, that what I'm most proud of about myself is showing up. I know I've done a lot of things. There should be some particular thing that I can say that this is what I did that I'm so proud of. But no, the fact that I'm able to show up, even when I can't, even when I don't feel like it, is what I'm proud of. I don't know how I do it, but once I decide that I am going to do this, once I'm going to play tennis, I'm going to learn how to play tennis, I will show up every day, the time I'm supposed to, and even more, to make sure I give my time to it. So showing up is I think my consistency has played a major role in everything I'm doing, and I'm proud of myself because I show up. I consistently, continuously show up.
It's not even vague, but I think sometimes like you don't really they do anything, or maybe then they go play, just like you back in KSTS. Somebody noddy.
Yes.
And you just took, and then that was it.
Exactly.
And that's just like a clear-cut example of you just showing up.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go show up multiple times, and then the grace just go fall your top, and then that will be your time to shine, right? We normally call this like 503. We normally call it 503. But right now, I'm actually going to give it a new name. I'm actually going to call it like, I don't want to make your name not look cool, but 503 are basically people who battle with like inferiority complexes, people who want to be different, but then society doesn't allow them to be different, right? What would you say to anyone out there who is battling or facing similar things that you're facing, or has faced what you faced? Or maybe there are circumstances be different from your own. Or anyone whose back is against the wall because of a physical challenge they have, being it mental, being it eyesight, being it physical, anything, being it academic safe. What would you want to tell that person?
The first thing I'll tell the person is acceptance. You need to accept yourself for who you are. Because there's no other you. And everybody is unique in their own way. People want to find a purpose before they accept themselves. They see if this purpose is going to work for them. Before now, they'll be like, okay, this is who I am and I want to do this. But that's not how it works. You need to accept who you are, right? And know that you're the limb. You be Apache, okay, that's who I am. Don't get surprised when somebody calls you that name, because that's who you are.
Right.
Like I said in the beginning, every other person is different in my eyes, right? So if you don't accept it, you can't find the next thing. So what I'll tell is that, accept who you are before you start finding what purpose that who you are can serve. Once you're able to accept who you are, trust me, it works like magic.
It's even like a stage, like it's needed. You've crossed this path before
Yes.
you even.
Yes, because you see, you wake up in the morning and you're telling yourself that, I'll be fine, boy, or off. Somebody tells you that you fine, boy, what's it that? What about you?
Like I know.
Exactly. Like tell me something
Yeah,
different.
it was new, yeah.
Exactly. You have an argument with somebody, you talk about my leg, like guy. I be 33 years old. My team in 9 SMs.
And then like, what you say is not new to me.
Something different.
Yeah.
But so you need to accept who you are, so that whatever thing that comes has to be new to be able to beat you. Otherwise, you conquer everything.
It's not new. You have, I'm pretty sure like you actually like I said it earlier on, you're an advocate for people who are battling these things. You're an advocate for people who are into sports. You basically want to impact people through sports, right? What does those projects mean to you?
It means a lot. Well, it's also business. But then, personally, we have something we call the 13-12 high school tour. Now it's a 13-12 inspirational tour. We got the 13-12 out of the 13-12 Made the Clockwork, the documentary. So I was telling Dennis Maxvoy that, you see, I wish when I was in GSS that somebody who looks like me could come back to the school and tell my friends how cool he looks, right? And that I could also be somebody like him. So then the whole ridiculing and the teasing and everything could reduce. Because if they see somebody who looks like me, who has a limp or whatever, and the person like very cool, very known, like and all that, and they respect the person, I could have some sort of connection, you know, to that line. That's okay, Miss Woman line, right? Anytime I visit a school, and these kids love to see me play. They just love to see me play. Anytime I visit a school and we have a basketball clinic, they watch my documentary, and there's any other thing we do, there's this feeling that takes me back to when I was a kid. Like, this is how I wanted to feel. And that pushes me to do more. Because if I had that, I feel things would have been different. I still would have been Clock, trust me. I feel one way or the other, maybe it's not the name Clock, but this was going to happen. But for me to feel the way I felt, if I had had somebody to come back and then preach the whole teasing, you know, awareness and everything would have been different. That pushes me a lot. That means a lot to me because I see a lot of kids don't know what they're doing. One time they don't know what they're doing. If you can say the normal thing, but you don't know that these things you're saying actually leave marks, and then it triggers. Up to now, if even on the court, and well, it's an advantage to me now because even when you're on the basketball court, Ebo will tell you, Charlie, man, my name on the basketball don't go. You go tell and say you miss on three point, I do air ball. You go tell and say you do air ball, you die. That guy go vex, he just go score me. So I use it as like when I'm on the tennis court and I'm supposed to play against someone, the person can watch my leg and then start doing, that's really. Oh, I would take my life for play the tennis, right? So yeah, now I'm using it as it's a push, right? And it means a lot to me. It means a whole lot to me, and I'm not going to stop. I pray that I'm going to get the right resources, the right support to be able to do these things that I'm doing. But if these kids get the kind of inspiration I want to give out, a lot of it, trust me, I think their era is going to be a better era.
Interesting. I mean, like, I did ask him, like, what he's going to tell someone who is actually facing the same thing, and then he did say, first off, just accept it. I'm going to use this, obviously, it's a basketball analogy. People who watch basketball nowadays, right? People start guarding point guards, people who shoot 92 feet or 94 feet because of Steph. He was at a disadvantage. He accepted it, and then he moved the needle behind the 3-point line. So right now, if you set your defense, you set your defense for half courts, just to meet him because you wouldn't want Steph to touch the ball.
Yeah.
And even if he doesn't even have the ball, once he's part of the starting five, once he's on the court, it'll be a problem because Steph without the ball is even more dangerous than Steph with the ball. Yeah. And it's just because he accepted it, and after he accepting it, that acceptance actually had to like force him to move into finding his purpose. Without you accepting whatsoever it is that like you do your body, you dey go through and all of that, you won't be able to move past it. And bro, I think like this conversation has been very, very like insightful. It's been very, very interesting. I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel bad to a certain extent, but I think it's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good one, bro. Like we'll see you guys some other time very soon. This is not 13-12. This is 13-13.